Welcome to President David Chartrand.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's good to see Anita coming on the Métis Hour, talking about the progress the women are making, and it is a remarkable progress. So I guess Anita nonstop continues to push the agenda for ensuring that the place of, and when you look at the culture, Indigenous culture, especially Métis culture, and I speak on that. Women are always prominent in everything, in our families, in our home, in our running the families. They have the full control, and they're the ones that discipline the children, keep things in order at home. So, but you see that they've always been involved in the advancements and progress of all of our governance, our operations, our battles, our fights. And, you look at the pursuit today, even in cabinet, there's over 50% are women. Employees, we got over 1,100 employees. At least 75%, 70% are women.
Yep.
So it's just, and then you look at the data in schools and universities, women suppress Métis men in university, but they're also catching up in the trades.
Yes, they are.
It's quite amazing. I'm very, very proud of the Métis woman. But it's in our culture, and people keep on asking us questions of, how do you guys do it? How do you guys ensure that women are, it's just natural for us because they've always been in running our lives. That's why when people say, are you a mama's boy? Like Ray St. Germain, you're damn right, we're mama boys.
Yes.
Yeah. But we had a big agenda here today, and it was great to see so many people. Anita Neville came as Lieutenant Governor. Minister Dan Vidal spoke. Minister Gary Nandasan-Negri, he was here, and he spoke, of course, of the treaty. Parliamentary Secretary Terry Duguid spoke, and Ben Carr, which took over his dad's post, is great to meet him here and see the Métis, and he's now committed to make sure that he keeps his dad's commitment to always fighting with the Métis and helping the Métis, supporting us. And Wab Kano was shining.
I heard.
People were just. I was starting to get a little bit jealous.
I was going to say, were you a little?
Never. No, in fact, I was very proud of him as the first Métis, First Nation Premier, not only in Manitoba, in Canada.
Right.
So he talked about his father and where his father couldn't vote one generation ago.
Right.
And now he's being sworn in on Wednesday, the first Premier. He's invited me to come. In fact, I'm going to ask Nita to represent me there.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot be there because I already have a commitment out in the north. And but it's a proud day. There's 5 Métis MLAs elected, and there's 5 First Nation. But as Rob said, I'm a premier for all, not just Indigenous people. Mm-hmm. I'm a premier for all. So I listen to all, and I'll help all. So he did a marvelous speech, and he made me have a tear in my eye because one of the things he spoke on was something I've been fighting on for so long. First I finally got the picture of Riel put in the Legislative Assembly along with the other premiers. Because no government wanted to recognize him as the first premier.
That's right.
Based on just a name brand change, because people don't realize when Riel and the Métis created a province and brought Western Canada into Confederation, the title at that time was president. The next election, they changed it to premier.
Right.
So because of that change, they said, well, he's not the premier, he's the president. Well, no. Not the United States. This is the name you guys gave him.
Yeah.
But he's the first premier, without doubt, the founder of Manitoba. So when he was in opposition, while putting a bill on that to recognize Riel. So now we know without doubt that he's now majority government, not minority. So he just echoed publicly that's going to be one of his first bills he's putting in, introducing, that Riel will be recognized as the first premier of this province. That brought a tear to my eye, because I've been fighting that for decades, trying to get justice and honor to the man that deserves it. Riel deserves it without doubt. So it is just such an honorable thing for Wab to do, and he rocked the house. Let's put it that way. So seeing the mayor here too, and now seeing the magnitude of the size, like he was in awe. Like you look at the downstairs, completely filled from door to door. Then they're filled downstairs in the bottom floor.
That's amazing.
And they're filled up here in this floor. Like it is. And then there's people, and of course there's citizens watching this in different parts of the province right now.
That's right.
They're in satellite offices. So again, seeing all of those, and then
across the country, right?
Across the country, I just brought such great pride. And then the settlements were here speaking, and they were in awe seeing this too, and just saying, wow, Alberta doesn't have come close to this in any capacity. But we're very open. We're very strong in bringing our people in, consulting, working with them. So But let me see some happy birthdays before I take off back downstairs. Happy 70th birthday to Jerry Beers, who is celebrating his birthday on October 15th. That's Minister Beers' husband. And happy birthday to Jason Simmons, who's celebrating his birthday Monday, October 16th. I think he's here or in British Columbia. Happy birthday to Joanne Paget, St. Norbert local executive, who is celebrating her birthday. Happy 66th birthday to Judy Mayer, who is celebrating her birthday on Wednesday, October 18th. Happy 57th birthday to Minister David Woodon, who is celebrating his birthday Wednesday, October 18th.
Birthdays.
A lot of birthdays. Happy birthday to Albert Beck, who's celebrating his birthday on Friday, October 20th, probably in Ottawa. So he's here, but he works out of Ottawa.
Yeah.
We have, of course, a satellite office.
I never got to go see it.
You
yet.
got to see our office.
No.
It's owned by L'Oreal Capital Corporation. It's a beautiful building and something we're proud of. Now, last night was a packed house again.
Oh my goodness.
The bingo. I see you pushing people around.
I
Naomi.
wasn't pushing them around.
You're
I was helping.
Table with your bingo cards and
I was not.
no, she was helping. She was saying space over here. Space. People couldn't fit.
Yeah.
It was packed.
It was packed.
And I'm so proud of Nelson Sanderson winning.
I know, $10,000 by himself. He couldn't even share.
And then the game before was 3,000. The game before that was 2,000.
I know.
Like all in that one
I
card.
got nothing.
I didn't even get close. But who got close is my sister, Rita.
Oh, yeah?
She actually had, because they show you the camera up there, the next numbers, and the number is being called. So Nelson must have been just shaking when he seen his 25.
No
But the next ball was 26.
That was
And
your sister's?
That was my sister. She needed 26 to win the
That's
blackout.
always heartbreaking.
Oh, I said I wouldn't even look at the camera. I'm not going to say, oh, why? So anyway, but her husband won and 1,000. But the people were so happy.
It was a good time.
A very good time.
Yeah.
So I think without doubt we'll see more of that in upcoming assemblies.
Definitely.
Because people really liked it. We wanted
And all the money went to veterans.
all of it goes to veterans.
Yeah.
And so it was something that we wanted to test to see the reaction of people, and it was very good. So on Tuesday, I met with Grand Chief Kathy Merrick. We talked about our treaty as we move forward, and I guess they said they have concerns regarding our treaty. There's issues that they need clarification, and they don't want in any way for us to infringe on their rights. So we had a good discussion. I made it very clear to Kathy that as a Métis government, I've been there for 27 years.
Right.
And I've met from the days of the great Rod Bushy, which is a very good friend of mine, all the way up. Whether it's even Derek Nepanak, who was Grand Chief at one time, and you look back, Whitebird was a Grand Chief, and Dennis, and all the rest of the troop. And, I said to them, in no uncertain terms are we infringing on your treaties or your rights.
Yeah.
We have these rights. These are our rights. We're Section 35 rights holders, just like you.
Absolutely.
And the issue is, I think, what's necessary and what's missing here, I said, is that you have never invited me to, no Grand Chief has invited me to, that I know of, has ever invited me to their assemblies. I said, I've invited every Grand Chief to our assembly. You've never come, but I still invite you. And I said, why can't we be more civil to each other? Mm-hmm. Why do we have to see us as one, the enemy, the other, the enemy? Clearly, at the end of the day, I told Kathy, from my perspective, we support. He said, well, we understand you're holding up some treaties. I said, where are we holding up treaties? Mm-hmm. There's 110 requests made to us, and 110 of them were approved by us.
Right.
There's two areas where we're going to be battling. I said, it has nothing to do with treaty. It has to do with traditional cultural use by both First Nation and Métis. That's the Kittle Hills. So as the First Nations in that area, Indian Birch and even Pelican, when they're expanding, some of the message that those chiefs are giving out is we don't want the Métis here. We're going to lock it up. Métis aren't going to be allowed here anymore. We've been going there for hundreds of years. Why in the hell would you try to do that now?
Right.
Like, why? We've been picking together as family. Mm-hmm. Our cousins come from Pelican, for crying out loud. My mom's uncle was the mayor there forever, in next to their neighbor. So when you start looking at the process, is it just personalities that's causing this issue? Mm-hmm. Is it jealousy, fear? What is it? What is the issue? Because we coexisted for so long, sharing the same blueberry patch, picking the same blueberries, playing the same games, and playing the poker. I used to go play poker there many times with a lot of the First Nations from Indian Birch and that. And so we had a lot of fun, and we had all kind of Métis games, First Nation games. We all joined each other. Where in the hell is this thing coming from that all of a sudden, no, Métis are not allowed. They don't have equal rights to us. It's just a few chiefs. It's not all. There's a lot of smart chiefs out there, and they do not fear. They know where they want to go. They're willing to work with partnership. Like that, I was really proud of Derek Nepanak when he said, when I was Grand Chief, yes, you asked us to sign a treaty. I couldn't. It wasn't allowed. The chiefs said no.
Right.
But now I'm a chief of the reserve myself. I'll sign a treaty with the Métis as a chief of Pine Creek. That's the way we have to do business. Because you look at natural resources, we've got to coexist in sharing that. Look at the ducks and the porcupines. We've got to be there together to support each other on the future of our harvesting. If we don't do it together, how in the hell do we save for the next generation?
Yeah.
There's even issues where at one time when the Cross Lake, Norrie House used to come to the ducks and porcupines with reefers to come and kill and take home and feed their families. And they were hired by the band and council. And then the chiefs were getting very upset around the ducks and porcupines saying, this is our territory. So we're the Métis. So we need a good discussion, open discussion amongst all of us. How do we coexist when it comes when we both use the same cultural components of how we exist in one? I'd rather eat moose meat any day than a piece of beef. So, so from that process, I think we will find a solution. But you're going to always have, I think, one or two that are going to be opposed. And a lot of times, if it takes a good discussion, my door is always open. I'm willing to travel to the reserves and talk to any chief. I have a lot of my friends, personal friends.
Right.
And so I find that quite unfortunate that if something is leading to a situation where we're going to find. And then I was very proud of Ontario Chiefs and BC Chiefs. As you know, we both support both Ontario Chiefs and the BC Chiefs against the Métis Nation, both of Ontario and NBC. We're saying the chiefs of BC are right regarding the land, that you didn't have that land under a continuum for hundreds of years as a Métis. We didn't. We went there, traded, left. We ended the Rockies. Right. And we may have crossed it, but we never really kept the community out there. But in Ontario, those are definitely not our people. Nowhere in any historical connection is those people. So we have told clearly the chiefs of Ontario, we stand with them. We will fight with them against Bill 53. We believe that bill is a dangerous bill. It's bringing in a bunch of new people, creating a new nation that's stealing somebody else's culture, including theirs. Right. So the chiefs of Ontario have been very, very proactive. They made it very clear we're not opposed to the Red River Métis in the prairies. We know they have rights. So what we're opposed of is these thieves that are stealing our identity, their identity and ours. So that gives you how it can be done and how it should be done about partnership. So that message I send out loud and clear. Because if you go through the citizens that I meet, First Nation citizens, I shake so many hands. So many want to take pictures with me out of respect, and I just love that. When I go anywhere, they're willing to invite me to their house to feed me. So it's probably the political bodies that are doing this, not the people. It's not the people doing this. It's the political masters, the chiefs, some of the chiefs. Not all chiefs, very minor amount of chiefs. Right. The rest are very proactive, very supportive. So. And we'll continue to support their TLEs. We'll continue to support going. But if you take away our cultural side, saying we're no longer allowed to pick blueberries, which we've been doing for hundreds of years, in the same place we've been getting together, then we're going to have a problem. Yeah. And I'll make that loud and clear. So anyways, on moving forward, I think when we look at some of the announcements we made, we just bought 200 Main Street, which is the Wawanesa building.
Okay, congratulations.
We're moving about 250 to 300 staff in there. Assiniboine Ukrainian will still continue to rent their tenant until 2025. I hope they stay. If they want to stay. If not, we'll use the whole building. We need it. But if they stay, then it's good. It's good relationship we could have with the credit union. So when we look at going forward to this particular assembly, some of the flow of the people, the position of the people, they're very pumped up. They're very eager. The Prime Minister has made it very clear that this will be done, this treaty will be done. Apparently, they sent a letter to 62 chiefs waiting for the response, and I hope a lot of them just don't even respond, or if they respond, say, well, I'm not as scared of a treaty. I got my own treaty. Yeah. I know how to protect it. I'm not uneducated. I've got skills. I got people around me to tell me that this treaty doesn't bother me, and it shouldn't. It wouldn't bother. So again, that's out, and I'm looking forward to moving on that as we go forward. But I'm very proud today when our people were talking about the future. Like we bought 200 Main, 284. We bought parking lots now downtown, and we have of course, the Heritage Center, which construction's underway. We unveiled the new design. It's going to be stunning, beautiful. I can't
wait to see it.
And so when we look at the process, I was telling Cabinet, when we do an acreage and square footage, the amount of just the buildings we're buying right now in parking lots downtown.
Yeah.
We own 10 football fields downtown now.
Wow.
The size. You want to look at size, imagine how much land we're talking about? It's 10 football fields. That's just downtown.
Way to go.
That's not talking about the Paul Thompson, the stuff we're doing out there. You look at Selkirk, we're building apartments, houses. And then you start looking at Dauphin, Francis as the vice president with Peter Fleming and Richard United bought half that town. So they own half of Dauphin now. So you start looking at the progress we're making, the inspiration we're driving, the partnership we're creating. It's very clear that this shows you it can be done.
Yeah.
And as the Métis, we have small budgets, but we're very smart at how we run our money. We're smart of our investments. We will look at different. In fact, even the settlements of Alberta come all the way here to be part of the assembly, and they're just in awe. I told them about our golf course, the RV camps that are being built right now. We're looking at a resort in the future. Already bought the land in Pine Dock. We want an airport there, and on and on and on and on. So the youth camp we just bought in Woodlands,
Right.
that's going to be ready in the spring. We bought the cultural camp, youth camp in the mountains and the Duck Mountains. So when you start spreading that, and I told some of the chiefs, and I actually told Kathy on that. When we have baseball practice, or when we have experts come to teach our people hockey, baseball, basketball, and we'll have professionals there, because that's what the kids tell us is missing. We need to be trained, and then we could make it the next step.
Right.
So I told Kathy, we bring a baseball team in. If there's First Nations, I'm not going to say you're not allowed to come to the camp. You're damn right you come to the camp. Said maybe you want to send your First Nations to our camp. Then that Woodlands camp alone is going to be up to 160 kids could go there.
Wow.
So, but we're going to be open to try to be, because you can't, as a team, we teach our kids, be partners, because you need to be partners. You can't be one hockey player and think you're going to win the game. You need a goalie, you need linesmen, you need defensemen. So when you start looking at this process, we need to coexist, co-share, and maybe the young generation will teach us we can work together.
Right.
But that's the message I gave to the Assembly of Manitoba Chiefs. Also, Ray St. Germain is being honored by the New Street name. So that's on Thursday.
I can't wait.
Proud day for us, and that's October 19th. And where am I? October
11 a.m.
And where am I? What day is October 19th?
Thursday.
I'm not sure. Son of a gun, Ray. Somebody will be there, Ray. I'm not sure. I'm up north. I'm out of reach. In fact, I've been working on something for a while. I'm going away for a week, and I'm going to be up north. But I can't. That's a proud moment for us. It's like when my brother's name got given in Swan River. I'll cherish that for the rest of my life in Albert Chartrand. So Ray St. Germain, I'm very proud of you. In fact, somebody just, as I said, I'm going to Métis Hour. Armin said, "Is Ray going to be upstairs?" And I said, "No, he can't be right now. He's busy." But clearly, Ray, we're very honored. You're still one of my heroes and always will be. And you're a legend that will live on forever. So with that being said,
It's open to the public, so anyone can come. So hopefully they'll come to St. Michael's Road at Paulberry at 11 a.m. And it's going to be, St. Michael's Road is going to be renamed Big Sky Country Way.
Wow, that's Ray's show.
Yes.
And you went national, international, probably on the
National
world.
Network,
Yeah, it was just proud to see. And who was in the 80s? He was already saying "Proud to be Métis," when nobody else was.
Yeah.
So Ray, you're a legend, and definitely our people, our camera crew will be out there to do some shots, and keep that in our records so we can show everybody else. So Big Sky Country, I'm gonna drive there one day and reminisce and smile as I drive through, thinking this is a Ray St. Germain. So again, thank you all, and keep up the good work, Naomi. And too bad you didn't win. I didn't win.
I know.
So
Can't all win.
So many people, 1,000, and the free prizes were beautiful.
The prizes were amazing. I was even hoping for one of those mugs or coolers, Yetis,
Bluetooths, and
Bluetooth, the speakers, doorbells, TVs.
Wow. I'll actually reveal after what, if any, was made. I'm sure guaranteed money was made. Guaranteed money was made. That I know. So I'll unveil exactly how much of that, and then so people know all of it, 100% of it's going to the veterans. And for all those listening also in the 60 Scoop, we're working on that right now. We're just meeting with our lawyers. And the other one, we're now working with Rob. He's announcing his cabinet on Wednesday, and there'll be a new minister of Child and Family Services. And one of the things I want to say is that we're working with the lawyers right now for our class action. The Métis children under our care, non-Métis, will all be taken care of with settlements. And as I said, whatever we collect, it's about $55 million 100% of that money is going to go back into his pocket.
That's amazing.
So yeah, that's some kids are going to get $60,000, $80,000. So what we'll be doing is working with them to help them make sure they put their money in a good investment somewhere or plan. It's up to them. They'll be adults, but that's their money. And so our legal fees, it'll be covered by the province. If not, MMF's going to pay for it. We're not taking a penny from the kids. So that just shows you again how far we've come as a federation, as a government. So the kids out there, be ready for it. We're getting closer. If you've been in our care, Métis Child and Family Services, no matter when, going back to 2015, I think it said, or 16. I got to find a date, or 5. I don't have the date in front of me. But get your name in there, phone the MMF, phone the region office, say I was under the care of Child and Family on this date, on this time frame, so we can keep a record. I know we have a record of all of them. Yeah. But just to know, we don't know where they're all living now, because a lot of them are adults and moved on.
Right.
And so if we're out there, get a hold of us, and so we can easily track you down and invite you to receive your settlement. And we're almost there. We're pretty damn close. Okay, so the premier actually was going to come on the Métis Hour.
Oh, was he?
He was, and he's having a hard time because he's, like I said, he's like an Obama.
I know.
Yeah, he's like an Obama here. I think he's going to just love the Métis. Where he's going to try to come here all the time. I don't like that.
So.
I don't like that.
We just adopted him apparently.
Right. He's going to think
he's going to take your spotlight away a little bit.
Damn, I steal my life from you. I gotta get rid of this guy here. No, he looks sharp today, red vest on and meaty beating. But he's actually wanted to come up here. He wanted to see hi to the businesses. He wanted to go down and meet, because we have a full floor downstairs. He wanted to go down there too, but he can't even leave the corners. They're just, everybody wants pictures, and young kids are going up to him asking pictures, and it's
that's more important. He can come on the Métis Hour another time.
Exactly. It's very beautiful, and it's good to see. Like I said, here's First Nation Obama. I'll be the first one to say First Nation Obama.
Another role model, right? Like for youngins. So
and every First Nation should be proud.
Absolutely.
Whether you're NDP, whether you're conservative, whether you're liberal, whether you're Green Party, whether you're just a non-voter, at the end of the day, you should be proud. There's the first time in history. Israel was the first in our history in this country. He's now the first Nation in this country, and I am proud man for him. So again, and I do thank Heather Stephenson for her work with us. She did some great work with the Métis, settled her hydro deal, settled some other matters. So I don't know, I'm sure Heather is not listening right now, but she's somebody listening. Send her a message her way. We spoke with her this morning and said thank you very much for the work you did with the Métis. We'll never extend that to her previous premier. So, but for her, she deserved being acknowledged by myself this morning, and to say thank you for the work you've done. And not all, of course, will be happy, but you tried your best, and I can say we definitely appreciate your work. So again, thank you very much. And we got those 5 MLAs. I'm very proud of that. So we'll talk to you guys. And we have Bob Legacy with the Conservatives. He was elected also. He's a Métis, could not make it here today. So again, with that being said, I'll say thank you very much, and I'll talk to you guys next week from the north. I'm going hunting moose in Cranberry. I'm going to catch some fish for elders, some moose meat for elders. I hope I get lucky. I know for sure I'll get fish, but let's hope I see a moose. So,
I hope so.
And I'll bring some moose for elders. So I'll be in Cranberry, and natural resource officers, you better not come bother us. Okay, we'll talk to you later.
All right, thank you. Bye. President David Chartrand, of course, of the Manitoba Métis Federation with his weekly report.